everybody, it's Matthew, and basically I've been busy today, so I've glad to get back. Went out last night, early hours of the morning, noticed some strange green object up there in the horizons, and other objects as well. So it's just good to go out at night time as well, just have a little check, see what's going on with our skies. Also today here in the UK, it's 5:40. That's 5:40 p.m. 28th of the 12th, 2016, and I'm talking to you from the northwest of the UK. Now, basically, I'm going to get myself a new microphone. The other one just decided to leave the planet, so to speak. Anyway, so here we are. We're looking at this Marina Del Rey cam. Now, on this cam, you can see the yellowness. You can see the yellowness on the buildings and also that horizon. We've had that horizon all day today. And also the darkness of the sky, the greyness, and everything really. So we're just going to keep looking at the different cams and just keep going, because basically some cams we're not going to find anything, but other cams we're going to find loads of different things, because last night blew me away again. Them objects just absolutely blew me away. So things are happening. Also the sun today here in the UK was very yellow, that yellow tint reflecting on everything as well, because they're using that simulator. That simulator is being used. I don't know how long it's going to last for, but it's must have a lot of heat that's on that thing you see in front of the sun. So I'm going to go to the next cam anyway. So I just want to say as well, thank you for subscribing, new subscribers, and also thank you for following me on the channel. It's just so good to know that other people are watching the skies. I did a video last night as well about UFOs, and I edited it together. It was the first time I ever done an edit, so I basically just wanted to see if I can get that more cleaner. I know that there was some situations on the video that the people are repeating themselves. Well, I try to get the pause and everything right, and I'm getting there. I'm getting the hang of it, so I can try and do some serious edits of truth that needs to be told. So anyway, to the next cam. This is a live cam from San Francisco for our USA subscribers that are out there, and some fantastic channels that are out there as well. You can see here, okay, look at the haze in the background. You've got a bit of pinkness there, and also how dark it is. It's 9:42 a.m. in the morning over there. That simulator's working 100% because it leaves a yellow tint on the planet. Now, I spoke to a couple of subscribers, another channel as well. They're telling me that this light source is off that simulator, the yellowness, the dimness. It's not our normal natural sunlight. So it's just basically searching the different cams and everything. So I'll be interested in looking at the San Francisco cam every day to see if I can catch anything. Now here's another San Francisco cam, and you can see basically this haze on the background. Now many people, viewers, new viewers, might not notice anything different about this, but to me it's very important. You can see how dark it is there on the mountains and the horizon. Also that creamy coloured reflection of all the buildings. Now it should be white, all the reflections of the sun. Our natural sun should be beaming and the natural colour should be there, but it's not. We've got a false colour from that simulator. That simulator, as other people have said, it's working hard now, and it's basically showing. We are going into some sort of darkness now, and it's going to get more interesting as we go through the different cams, because every day we need to know. We need to know the truth. You can see how yellow and creamy coloured these buildings are. It's just not right for that time of the day. It's coming up to 10 o'clock in the morning. You can see basically from last year and the year before that, these buildings would have been natural white and bright colours. Look at the smog on the horizon, the trash that's coming through, and the darkness. This is another cam that's in the USA, the Connecticut cams, and also look at the horizons. You can see the redness there right in the middle of the screen behind those chemtrails. You have to really now understand that them chemtrails and also the greyness in the sky is absolutely, completely wrong. They are hiding the heavenly bodies, and you can see the pinkness, the redness behind all them lowered clouds. Look how dark it is as well for 12:46 p.m. Come on, people, you understand this now. Subscribers, you all know. Walking around at that time of the day with it too dark like that, you know that something's wrong. It's truly wrong. We need to know now. Because as I said before, NASA government, they just are completely lying to us now. They're covering up these bodies that are up there in the heavens, and we need to look at this now, seriously. We really need to look at this. Here is another cam, the Lake Michigan cam. Now you can see here the redness that's reflecting from the horizons. Look at the seabed, you can see the redness, and on the beach as well. This yellowness from the simulator. It's just a complete tint now, and it's just basically for other people and subscribers and people that are wide awake to this now. They can see the skies. I had a lady from Australia that sent me some footage in, and I put a video out on for that subscriber. So respect to you, and also you're seeing the skies as well. Many thousands of people that are subscribed, and also thousands of people that are knowing that the skies are wrong now in this simulator situation. You're all respected by me, and I respect you for following the channels, and I just want to check each horizon really to get all the true footage out there for people to know what's going on. We've got all sorts of channels that are doing a brilliant job and getting the truth out there. This is what we need. We need the truth. This is the Silver Lake Sand Dunes cam. Now look at this, right? It's supposed to be really beautiful and a nice day. The temperature there is showing 12:49 p.m. Now if I was walking down the beach at this, look at the state of the sky. Look at the chemtrails where they sprayed early hours of the morning. Look at the pinkness on the horizon, the grey clouds. The pinkness reflecting on the water, the beach there. Look, it's just annoying to know that this is all happening now. And we all know that something big's going to happen. Something huge is going to happen soon. In my lifetime, your lifetime, we're going to have a big event. Because I'm telling you now, the brown dwarf is so close to us. It really is now. It's getting so close now. Dangerously close. And all these skies prove it now. It really does. They prove it. It's getting to a point now that I just, I've got my telescope and my camcorder, and I'm just looking out the windows in the evening, night time, and I can see, I mean, the stars look too low, the clouds look too low, everything looks too low now. It's all being pushed, and basically we just got to keep going to get, as I said before in another video, to get the kill shot image. We're going to get the proper image, the true image, so we can all now start looking at these cams. And I'm going to go to another cam. I had 25 emails in this morning basically telling me the same thing, that the yellowness isn't right on the horizons and also on the buildings and the land. The yellowness is from the simulator. This huge thing, this huge object that NASA developed, and also other people in space agencies around the world and government. The military have put it up there, and you can see basically on these buildings, you can see that the yellowness is completely wrong. We shouldn't have this yellow reflection. We're going to have all sorts of reflections. When the summer comes round again, when Earth goes round to the summer orbit, things are going to get very, very bright. Very, very bright. And what Scott said as well, Nibiru 28Th 2016 channel, he is absolutely right. That basically we're going to want to be staying indoors. It's going to be too white, too hot, too bright. It's going to cause problems to everybody that you know. So it's going to be very interesting to see the skies this time round in the summer, because this summer just gone, the sun was burning the hydrogen off the clouds, and that is 100%, because I actually witnessed it. I was watching them clouds, and this is one of the reasons why they're chemtrailing, to try and stop our natural clouds from disappearing, because the binary twin now is heading so close to us, and we really need to stand up all together and to know this is completely happening now. And news media, if you're listening, please come on. You need to open up to us, because we all need to know. We're all left in the dark, and that's not right. We always get put in the dark, get spoon-fed with everything what's going on around the world. This is St. Joseph Lighthouse cam. You can see here on the horizon again. This cam pauses, but it does work. It's a live cam. And you can see, as I said, on the horizon, the pinkness and the reflections of the binary twin and Nibiru. Now, the thing is, though, look at the darkness, okay, and the beach. Now, these objects are coming through because they're chemtrailing every single morning. And one day I believe they're going to slip up, because they're only human like ourselves, these hammerhead pilots, these military driving machines that are up there that are spraying our skies. They have messed up before. They have slipped up, and they have shown us the binary twin. Now the thing is, it's going to happen again soon. So we all need to keep our eyes to the skies and keep looking at the cams as well, because the reflections show everything. I stood outside this morning and I basically took my dog out for a walk. And I mean, the thing is though, the skies are completely yellow. You know what I mean? The reflections, everything is just yellow. It's like being in a studio. It's kind of like a fake lighting display, you know? Our natural sun is being covered. We want our sun back. We want our natural sun to come back and to be normal again. But the only thing is though, because of the binary twin, it's agitating our sun so much now that we are having some serious problems. But there's no need to chem spray us, you know, and there is lots of documentaries and lots of presentations on YouTube if you look at the different channels about chemtrails. And also Charlie Mitchell from London, he always looks up and he emails me about the chemtrails too, and he's looking up at the skies every single day. He knows that everything is starting to become upside down now, because at the end of the day, the lies got too big. How much longer can they cover this? We are swallowing the lies all day long. We're sat there, we want the truth, and they're just ignoring it. They don't want us to know. But why? Because at the end of the day, we're adults, we're grown-ups now, we should know. People have changed through the years now. We should all know what's going on. Behind them chem clouds, as I said, they're spraying the skies every day. And one day, they're not going to do that, and we're all going to stand there and we're going to notice this and start thinking, oh dear, there it is. There's the binary twin. And there's the heavenly body, Nibiru, because it's true, it's all out there. And you've got Hellion and you've got their moons as well. They're huge. And they're being spotted all over the world. This has happened before, as I said, and it's just time now, you know. This is the Route 66 cam. By looking at it, I'm quite hungry, really looking at that McDonald's sign. But you can see the skies have changed. Look at the pinkness on that horizon. Our natural clouds are being burnt. And also there is an object that's there as well, but I can't just see it 100%. But look how dark it's getting. Look at the timestamp, 11:58 AM in the morning. Look how hot it is. It's the 28th of December 2016. And look how dark it is. We are being eclipsed by Nemesis and Nibiru. The darkness proves everything. Now everybody that's watching the channel now, all the subscribers, you tell me, last year, was it like this? Was it dark like this? No, it was not. We are dimming. And it's only a matter of time, and government are lying to us every day. NASA will not say a word. Now the thing is though, I'm tomorrow going to try and speak to the BBC here in the UK and try and say it in a different way. Try and talk to them, and a few more phone calls and stuff, trying to befriend them, and then see if I can try and get some truth for you subscribers. But in the meantime, I'm going to go to the other cam, but you can see here, as I said, it's too dark. Too dark because our sun is dimming. That simulator is there, and also I urge you as well, please, to view Cryptid Stars channel, because he can see asteroids is picking up all sorts of different objects up there in the atmosphere, in space. It's just amazing what we can see. The darkness is here now, and basically there's no getting away with it now. Here we have the Siesta Beach cam over in the USA. You can see here. Now, it's so nice to see blue skies on this camera, because I haven't seen blue skies for many, many months now. I always see these silver hazy chemtrails and coverings of the sun and stuff, and this our sun here in the UK, when we see it, is like a light bulb that's hazed up. Very strange looking. But here you can also see the haze on the horizons. And that simulator's working because the beach looks orange and red, and the yellowness on the grass. I mean, the thing is, so basically, it's looking at the different reflections, really, on all the cams. And these people on the beach, they're going to soon know their fate. One day, it's all going to start going off. And I really hope that the message comes out and goes out to all those people. If they watch the channels and that, they will understand that things are changing, because look at the plasma on the horizons. We shouldn't see this whiteness with a mix of blue. Our skies are disappearing, and we're getting all these reflections. I'm going to go to the next cam now. Here we have the Miami and beach cams. Now here is very interesting now. How look at the darkness also on the ground, and also look at the skyline. Look at the horizon. Now to the right of the horizon, there's lots of pinkness that's reflecting through them clouds. It's been happening every day now for a good month or so, and they're getting deeper and bigger. We're darkening. Look at the seabed. You can see the sea where it's got the pinkness reflecting off it, and the darkness on the land, and all these people. All these people are going to start thinking, hold on, why is it getting darker? What's going on? Because they will. After a while, they will start thinking this. All people across the world will start thinking this. And when they start finding and realizing the truth, that's it. Government's finished. Government's already finished. People are starting to untrust them now anyway. They really are. Because I am. I'm starting to notice now the skies every day, and they're completely changing. In the night time, as I said before, the stars don't look right anymore. So basically, we're just going to have to just keep going and just keep searching, keep going and to try and get the right footage, because the binary twin, we're in a system where we've got a binary twin. It's so important to tell people this now. You can see now, before I come off this cam, look how dark it is now. The clouds have moved away. The clouds have moved away there now. So you can see the redness on the beach, and you can see how dim it is. It really is time to worry now, because we are in deep trouble. Here is the other Miami and beach cams. You can see there on the boats, you can see the pink reflection, and there's the burnt clouds. These clouds have had the hydrogen burn out of them. They're finished. They're just floating around, not looking after us, not caring. And look here. The sky is dark. It's all dark. The time is 1:05 p.m. and it's too dark over there in Miami. This cam is very interesting. You can see here on this cam, look how dark it is, and also look how low the clouds are because of the magnetic push off Nemesis and Nibiru. And these people just don't understand. It's too dark. It's too dark. The reflections are there. It's 1:06 p.m. on this cam, 28th of December 2016. And as the cam points down, you can see how pink it is on the beach there. The yellow reflection, the darkness on the sea, it's all here. These reflections are so important to witness and see, because all these people now should know. They should understand, but they just gaze at the TV stations, the news media, all across the world, and just believe every single word. They really do. They pay their TV licenses and just carry on. They just carry on right to the end. And that's what they want. NASA want that, you see. Because if it all started to be open now in the world, and people really understood what was going on and what's coming, you just imagine what would happen to all of us. There'd be complete anarchy. It'd be terrible. People looting the shops and trying to get in people's houses, and oh my God, you know what I mean? It's unbearable, you know what I mean? So the thing is, they're keeping the lid on this, like, you know? And I don't believe, as a start anyway, you know, they're building all these underground cities. What a losing battle, because at the end of the day, what a waste of money. Trillions spent on building all them cities. Because Scott is right. He is 100% right. Because when the binary twin comes, our Earth will just turn into a red hot ash ball. Right down to the core. Look at the timestamp on this cam. The Fort Myers cam. 1:08 p.m. Look at that. Look how dark it is for 1:08 p.m. Looks like 5:30. The sand, the beach, it's yellow, it's dim. That's not the natural colour of the beach. Look how dark the seabed is. Look how dark the horizon is. They're blocking our skies. They're just carrying on as if nothing is happening. And we don't want to just let them do this. We want to stand up and know, because the thing is, we all know the binary twin's coming now. We know that Nibiru is coming now. It's just an end situation now. And it's so frustrating to basically try and get people to understand. We need more people to come along and just join this channel as well with all other channels to view our horizons. It's so important, because you can see here blatantly that the skies are dimming. And if you look closely at the horizon, in the middle of the horizon on this cam, you can see the pinkness moving in. The reflections are rolling in there. You can see. And I'm going to try and get some HD footage of this. Also, I'm saving up for one of them drones. I said before about me getting a drone and going over, trying to get it flying up over the clouds and that, and see what's going on with the chemtrails and stuff. And I want to try and get a decent one. I'm not going to buy one of these cheap ones. I bought one years ago, about 3 years ago, for 30 quid. And my wife bought it for me. I hope you don't laugh at me, because at the end of the day, I basically tested it to see if it'd go up. And I'd never used a drone before. And basically, I set the drone off and that, and it just flew up about 50 feet in the air and flew over a load of houses, and I lost it. So what a waste of £30. Anyway, to the next cam. Here's another live cam, St. Louis County. You can see basically here, you can see the darkness, the yellowness that's coming from that simulator that's shading down on the paths there. So this simulator is not far away, it's so close. It's just on the atmosphere, and you can basically see that they're hiding these heavenly bodies. It's just, and also the horizons, the pinkness, the reflections. So really, to be honest with you as well, I've learned as well that staring at the sun can be bad. As we all full well know, it's very hot and very bright, can damage our back of our eyes. But it's so important to look at the horizons, where it won't damage your eyes, because you'll see the redness, the reflections. You will see the heavenly bodies coming up from the horizons. That'll be the first thing. And then we will go into darkness, because once the binary twin hit in front of the sun, because that'll be behind the simulator as well, get even darker. It did this last year. But it was like a brassy colour. Everything was all bronze. And I noticed this. And I said this to a few other people's subscribers and channels. And I also sent a message to Dill Martin, who's doing fantastic with his channel. Some of these new videos are fantastic. So respect to you, Martin, if you can hear me there. You know, you're doing a wonderful job. And also, going back to that, I did explain, I sent a message on his comment board saying that basically everything's gone all brassy and dark. And he noticed this too. So basically that was in January. So it'd be very interesting to see what happens this January when you see it getting even darker. So here is another interesting cam you can see here in another part of Hawaii. And the time is 8:15 a.m. Now, look what they've done to this cam. Look what they've done. Can you see on the far left there? Can you see where you've got this reflection? This blue and yellow and rainbowy tint that's there on the left hand side. Now also in the middle you've got this reflection as well from Nibiru and Nemesis. The pinkness in the sky. Now all these textures are here, and you need to understand this now. Look on the right hand side. You can see a rounded sort of reflected object. Now that object will be from Nibiru. Now all these heavenly bodies are reflecting from behind those chem clouds now. They spray the skies in the mornings, early hours, so we don't get to see anything. These people down on this cam at them houses and them bungalows and them apartments would see the heavenly bodies now, but they can't because of what they're doing to the skies. It's all there, 100%. And like I keep saying, I just want everybody to see this. It's so important that people now group together and notice that these things are happening all over the world. The colours, the tintiness, and also the fractions and the everything is there. All the colour, it's not the same anymore because we've got the binary twin. Here is the Siesta Beach cam over in the USA. You can see the plasma coming off from them clouds. The pinkness as well, the reflections on the horizon. And what the government have done, they're basically burning us right now. They're basically using the simulator as well. And we're not feeling well. We're not feeling well now with all these things that are up there in the skies. The satellites are moving the simulator, and also they're spraying chemicals every single day now. And it's just to a point that you can see the reflections on the beach as I'm talking now. As I'm talking, you saw just then the yellow beach, and now it's got pink because the binary twin is reflecting on us now. Our natural sun is being covered by the simulator, and the binary twin is reflecting on us. Sooner or later, we're going to see two suns. That's our binary twin. And everybody's going to know that what I'm saying to you now and later in life, in the future, you're going to say, Matthew, you were right. Look at the skies and look at that binary twin. Everybody's going to see it. It's going to be too late. And what is government and NASA going to do then? They're already covering so many lies with other things as well. And we've got wise to them now, you see. We've got very wise to the whole situation. You can see here on the St. Louis cam, you can see basically the binary twin reflection. The sun is up. It's 12:22, and look, there's Nemesis on the horizon, but they've chemtrailed everything. Look how dark it is on the land. It's completely dark, and this is what they do. What they do is basically they spray the skies in parts of where Nemesis and Nibiru are basically in their ecliptic orbit, and basically NASA use satellites, as I said before, to basically hide, and they report this, and the military then spray the skies. Look at where the binary twin is trying to reflect through them clouds. A heavenly body, this body, 3,006-year orbit, that's traveling through an ecliptic orbit that's coming close to us now. And you can see the reflections. It's getting closer. And people need to understand this now. Spraying the skies, just making us poorly, making us ill, as I said before. We really need the truth. It's time to start now to report this to others and let people know. Here you can see on this cam, look at the pinkness to the left-hand side. You can see the reflections from Nibiru that's coming in, and all these pinkness. Just look closely at how the reflections come through. It's so close now, and them chemtrails there on the horizon above, they're breaking up. But it's so important that you see those pink reflections, because the heavenly body is just there. The reflections is just there. It's huge. It's a round object, it's on the horizon, and it's there 100%. And we all need to know this now.
Hi, how can I help?
Welcome back. Just a quick advert there, but you can see also here, you can see on the right down the bottom right hand corner, you can see the pinkness, but look how they spray our skies over there in the New York skyline cam. You can see the clouds are being sprayed 100%. Look at the pinkness behind them, reflections from Nemesis and Nibiru. Now the thing is, Nibiru basically orbits the binary twin. It's 100%. And basically we're getting more reflections now from Nibiru than Nemesis at the moment, because I'm noticing that the red skies are getting stronger. The darkness as well on the buildings, and the pinkness on the sea and the buildings as well. So all these are coming in now 100%. And we just got to keep checking the cams, because basically those turbine aeroplanes that are up there at high altitudes are spraying our skies, and we are not noticing it, and we need to notice this now. You'll see the lights flashing very dim up there in the skies at early hours of the morning, where they're spraying it every single time. And it's all basically to hide the binary system. Here we have hard evidence that you can see on the horizons. The binary twin, the reflection on the horizons. And also above there is our sun, and you can see the timestamp is 1:28 p.m. Now, understand again, as the simulator is directly on us, Earth, how dark it is. Look at it. Look how dark it is on the land. But that binary twin on the horizon there is coming in fast. You can see that orangeness. When you see the redness, that's Nibiru. The orangeness is the binary twin. So important we get this right, so we can try and get everybody to listen to this and know that we are in a deep situation. Look at the Bermuda cam. Now the thing is, look at it. Look at the skyline, and on the right hand side you can see the reflection from Nemesis. The pink reflection behind those chem clouds is so close, it's so blatant. Look at the timestamp, 2:33 p.m. It's very hot, and it's being heated up by the binary twin. Look at it. You can see the object on the horizon, the roundness, the shape of it, as our sun is above, and the simulator is covering our sun. Look at the ground and the darkness and the yellowness. It's all here on this cam. And I've heard stories about Bermuda as well, so lots of planes being lost and boats and all sorts of things. It's a very strange part of the country. It's very beautiful there, but it's very, very strange. Lots of things have gone off. And I want to just show you this this footage on this cam. It's very important. You can see them reflections. And I've showed you other reflections from different cams within the UK and also other parts of the world on the horizon, that reflection. But it's huge on this cam. That pinkness is the binary twin that's reflecting through those chemtrails. They spray the skies. And I said earlier on the video that one day or sooner or later that NASA and government will make a mistake. The military will make a mistake one day and not chemtrail thick enough. But you can see this on the horizon now. The reflections that are coming through on the right hand side. It's 100%. It really is. And like Chris Potter said, a good chap, a really nice guy that emails me and I email him. And I hope you're watching the channel, Chris. And basically, as he says, it's time to repent. Because there's many, many good people in the world and subscribers and people viewing the channels. And there's some negative people out there, okay, that try and talk us down and what have you. And I just want to send a message out to you people. Look at the horizon on that right-hand side on this cam. These reflections are coming in bigger now. And I really want you to understand this as well. Anyway, going back to all the fantastic subscribers, this is totally amazing, isn't it? Seeing this this footage, it absolutely blew me away when I saw it. And when I go back to the cams and do the cams again tomorrow, I'm going to go back to this cam and we're going to see more of a big shock because the whole sky will be absolutely that color. The binary twin nemesis is here. It's no shadow of a doubt now. It's absolutely here. And I've heard also listening to Steve Olson and Wayne as well, and Scott and other fantastic channels, and they say basically that there's the media are coming out with some story about this galactic wave, this thing, this huge event that's happening in space. But to be honest with you, news media have made up so many stories through this, so many stories to try and hide the truth. They really do. And also, basically, they know that Nemesis, they know Nibiru and the moons, they're coming in now. They're so close. Now, these objects, most of them move like comets. Now, can you see now on the horizon where it's moving to the right-hand side? It's moving to the right-hand side now. And the clouds are being burnt from these objects. They're absolutely huge. And I just want to pay my respects to all of you. Because whilst doing the channel, okay, if anything happens, the power grid goes down, I really want to say thank you for standing by me and watching the videos as I go by. I know some of the videos that I've done today are very short, 1 minute odd videos. But it's just trying to get the right moment and pulling the camera out and getting it put together and everything to get the shot. So it's so important, as I said before, my other channel, that when we see these objects up there on the horizons and in space and up there with the stars, they can only last about 2 or 3 seconds sometimes and not being able to get the shot. So the secret is to actually keep the camera rolling for hours on end. So everybody, you can see this now, can't you? This pink reflection on this Bermuda cam. Now the Bermuda cam will be the one to watch. So I suggest hopefully that you go to the Earth cam, to the Bermuda cam, and you will see this. You will see this event. Because, as I said, parts of the world won't see it. Here in the UK, we're only seeing what's happening with the sun right now. Other parts of the world, they're only seeing the dimness and the darkness of the skies and the yellowness on the ground and the pinkness. Now look at the sea. You can see on that beautiful sea, the pinkness, the reflections. It's here now. There's no getting away with it now. So anyway, respect to you all. And I'm going to do another video tomorrow on the Earth cams. Also going to get myself a new mic. So respect to all of you, really. And you're all doing some fantastic work. And it's great to get emails in. And I will catch everybody's emails. And I'll put the videos and the footage and the images up on the screen for you. I will do that. It's just been a pretty bit of a mad week, really, with New Year coming up and Christmas passing. But once things have calmed down, I will start to show more evidence and proof. But you can see on the horizons. It's blatantly obvious now that the skies are changing now. You can see that pinkness. It's 100%. Anyway, take care. Eyes to the skies, and respect to you from Matt Rogers. Reflecting on everything as well, because they're using that simulator. That simulator is being used. I don't know how long it's going to last for, but it's must have a lot of heat that's on that thing you see in front of the sun. So I'm going to go to the next cam anyway. So I just want to say as well, thank you for subscribing, new subscribers, and also thank you for following me on the channel. It's just so good to know that other people are watching the skies. I did a video last night as well about UFOs, and I edited it together. It was the first time I ever done an edit, so I basically just wanted to see if I can get that more cleaner. I know that there was some situations on the video that the people are repeating themselves. Well, I try to get the pause and everything right, and I'm getting there. I'm getting the hang of it, so I can try and do some serious edits of truth that needs to be told. So anyway, to the next cam. This is a live cam from San Francisco for our USA subscribers that are out there, and some fantastic channels that are out there as well. You can see here, okay, look at the haze in the background. You've got a bit of pinkness there, and also how dark it is. It's 9:42 a.m. in the morning over there. That simulator's working 100% because it leaves a yellow tint on the planet. Now, I spoke to a couple of subscribers, another channel as well. They're telling me that this light source is off that simulator. The yellowness, the dimness. It's not our normal natural sunlight. So it's just basically searching the different cams and everything. So I'll be interested in looking at the San Francisco cam every day to see if I can catch anything. Now here's another San Francisco cam, and you can see basically this haze on the background. Now many people, new viewers might not notice anything different about this, but to me it's very important. You can see how dark it is there on the mountains and the horizon. Also that creamy coloured reflection of all the buildings. Now it should be white, all the reflections of the sun. Our natural sun should. Hello everybody, it's Matthew, and basically I've been busy today, so I've glad to get back. Went out last night, early hours of the morning, noticed some strange green object up there in the horizons, and other objects as well. So it's just good to go out at night time as well, just have a little check, see what's going on with our skies. Also today here in the UK it's 5:40. That's 5:40 PM, 28th, 2016, and I'm talking to you from the northwest of the UK. Now, basically I'm going to get myself a new microphone. The other one just decided to leave the planet, so to speak. Anyway, so here we are. We're looking at this Marina Del Rey cam. Now, on this cam you can see the yellowness. You can see the yellowness on the buildings and also that horizon. We've had that horizon all day today. And also the darkness of the sky, the greyness, and everything really. So we're just going to keep looking at the different cams and just keep going, because basically some cams we're not going to find anything, but other cams we're going to find loads of different things, because last night blew me away again. Them objects just absolutely blew me away. So things are happening. Also the sun today here in the UK was very, very, very yellow, that yellow tint